Welcome to Billaday Field here in Wausau as we get set for best game of the year in 8 players so far. It's the Newman Cardinals, ranked number 1 in the state, the defending 8-player state champions, taking on the Wabeno Laona Rebels, ranked number 4 in the state. So top 4 matchup here from rainy Wausau, as it has been raining most of the day. It looks it'll continue throughout the game, so we'll see how that affects stuff here. Two teams, they look very similar in the stat sheets. Both teams, they running quarterbacks that can throw. A lot of stuff going on there. We're going to go through that here in just a moment. Go through some of the scores we saw come across last night. Colby, number 5 ranked team in Division 5, they got a big win, 48-8 over the my mind right back. Loyal Greyhounds. Also, Auburndale getting a big win in a matchup of top 10 teams, as they got the win over Hurley. Big second half. Newman comes in, said the defending 8-player state champions. Keep on referring to them as Division 8, but not quite. They are led by quarterback Connor Kroc in 2 games so far. 17 of 34, 290 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. He has also run for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. But the Cardinals get back Thomas Bates. He went out 3rd week of the season last year with a knee injury. But he is back in 2 games, 22 carries, 191 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Matthew Hamilton also getting some decent looks, 13 carries, 63 yards, and a couple touchdowns. For the Cardinals, receiving James Bates, number 81, out there on the end. 100 yards receiving on 6 catches and a touchdown. Eli Gustafson, the big tight end / fullback, 6 catches, 93 yards. And Thomas Bates out of the backfield, 4 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Flipping the book over, or actually we'll go through upcoming games. They go to Port Edwards next week. That is a 4 o'clock start on Friday before coming back home to place Almond Bancroft. That is a game we will have here at Sports on Focus, part of an actual football doubleheader that day. We'll be here first for Newman Catholic versus Almond Bancroft. Then in the after that game, Phillips, the Lockers come in, they take on Oakfield. So that game will be played here after. We'll have both of those for you on the 24th. Then they go the following Friday, the 30th, to Marion Tigerton before coming back home for another Saturday game against Boulder Gresham. Another game we'll have for you about on the 8th before finishing up the season at home on Friday, a 3 o'clock game on the 14th against Tri-County. Flip the book over for Wabeno Laona. They come in 2-0 as well. They're coming off a 50-8 win on the road against Almond Bancroft. Take a look at the players we'll be keeping an eye on there. It's going to be the quarterback again. And I'm going to apologize on a couple of pronunciations. They got this right. Carter Janish, 422 yards, 19 of 36, 6 touchdowns in the first 2 games. He is also the leading rusher. He's run for 180 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground as well. So we'll be keeping an eye on Carter Janish. Other rushers got Timber Cronauer, 41 yards on 5 carries. Braden Bauer, 28 yards on 5 carries. Receiving the big target is Adam Sieber, 9 catches, 244 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Braden Brower also there, 7 catches, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Carter Janish has caught 3 balls for 28 yards. So got that there. So 2 teams pretty well balanced. Very similar styles on the stat sheet. Probably a little bit different, with Janish running a lot more for Wabeno Laona than Kroc does for the Newman Cardinals. We're going to step aside for just a minute. We're going to go through all the other scores from 8-player football this week when we come back.
I had an employee once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
First, go through 3 games today. This one, St. Mary Catholic Valley Christian is at Wanawak Weston, and Gibraltar is at Algoma. Going back to yesterday's games, 23 games around 8-player. Gilman off to another hot start. They won 61-0 at Cornell. Abundant Life St. Ambrose 26-14 over Wisconsin Heights. Almond Bancroft 50-6 on the road against Niagara. White Lake Elko 48-6 over Bowler Gresham. Flambeau 38, Shawamigan Butternut Mercer 14. Clayton 48, Winter Birchwood 12. Florence shuts out Tri-County 46-0. Frederick over Washburn 44-32. Marion Tigerton gets a close win 29-26 over Goodman Pembine. Prairie Farm shutting down Greenwood 74-0. Oakfield getting a late score to win over Kickapoo Lafarge 26-22. Alma Center Lincoln 22, Lake Holcomb 16. Phillips a big win over Luck 34-6. Mellon forfeiting to Shell. It's got to be a oh no. I got to look at this and make sure. Apparently Shell Lake beat Mellon 2-0. I'm guessing that's a forfeit, but that's not the way the forfeits usually show up in the system. North Crawford 30, Elk Lake Lembula 14. Northwood Siren beat Northwood Solon Spring 50-30. Owen Withy over McDonald 44-25. Three Lakes over Port Edwards 24-20. Thorpe shuts out New Auburn 36-0. Lena St. Thomas Aquinas shuts out Sevastopol 36-0. Belmont 47, Williams Bay 16. Suring over Gillett 28-26, and Wasaki over Oneida Nation Green Bay New Lutheran 26-20. That's all the scores around 8-player this week. We're going to step aside one more time. We'll be back with the national anthem and starting lineups coming up here in just a moment.
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we are here to help you with your local home needs. Whether it's your first house, or your dream house, or your last house, Fairway is here for you. We care about our customers because they are not only our neighbors, but our friends. We are a locally owned mortgage company, and we pride ourselves on helping better our community and our customers. If you would like to learn more about your home options, please give me a call today at 715-384-7878.
Our experience in the RVA has been wonderful. The teachers are extremely supportive, and Simon really seems to enjoy it and is making friends, and he's more socially active now than he was in a traditional school.
Something I want other kids to know is that even though it seems like you're not going to make friends, you actually are. I like how the RVA provides an environment that more suited to my needs.
Good afternoon and welcome to Newman Catholic High School in Valiant Field for this Week 3 WIAA 8-player non-conference game between the number 4 ranked Wabeno Laona Rebels and the number 1 ranked defending state champion Newman Catholic Cardinals. At this time, for all those who are able, please rise and remove your hats for the blessing from Newman Catholic High School Chaplain, Father Eric Machik, and our national anthem sung by Mrs. Sonia Gasper.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for this game and for the gift of glorifying you with our bodies. We ask for the graces that we need today to be faithful. For our players, we ask for health. For our coaches and our fans and the parents, we ask for gratitude in loss or humility in victory. We ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, like the Father hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets echoed, the bombs singing out, gave proof of the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And now the starters for the Rebels. The sophomore wide receiver number 1, Colton Cooper. Senior quarterback number 4, Carter Janish. Junior running back number 18, Brady Shepard. Senior center number 23, Ryan Roy. Senior running back number 24, Braden Brower. Senior guard number 50, Hunter Kronauer. Junior guard number 69, Gage Litpack. And senior wide receiver number 84, Adam Sieber. And asking to be introduced as a team, the Newman Catholic Cardinals.
All right, national anthem and starting lineups are in the books along with the blessing. We are ready for football here from Newman Catholic High School. The Wabeno Laona won the toss. They chose to kick. So Newman Catholic will get the ball first. Not something you normally want to give Newman Catholic the opportunity to do is get the ball first. They have been prolific throughout the years at scoring on early plays. But two teams that are very prolific on the offensive side, so we'll see who can handle the rain. That's going to be the $1 million question here for both teams. There's my pen. Rebels in their black, gray, and white road uniforms. It's a good color scheme for them. Back to kick. That is number 69, Gage Liptak. Liptak will step up, and he's going to put his foot through that one. Long kick. That's going to take a bounce, be picked up at the 10. Coming ahead 20, 25, and planted right there. That was Matthew Meyer, I believe. Yes, it was. Meyer on the return. Newman Catholic will start with the football.
Matthew Meyer with a return to the 24.
So at the 25. And we will see this Newman Catholic offense led by Thomas Bates and Connor Kroc. They've been the backbone of this team for the last couple seasons. Obviously, Bates would have been a much bigger part last year if not for the injury. One wide out to the far side. Everybody else tight to the formation. Snap. The give is to Bates. Bates into the line, and he's only going to get a couple. Well tripped up there. That was by number 4, Trenton Ponton. So it's actually only going to be a gain of 1 for Bates. 2nd down and 9. Nice little... It was a nice play design, but Carter Janish, no, I got the wrong number on that one. Janish was able to just cut in on that one. Now wide out here to the near side. Snap. The give. Bates again. This time Bates more of a hole. He's in the clear and he's gone. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Newman Catholic. Second play of the game. Bates goes for 76. And Newman is on the board for a 74-yard touchdown run by Thomas Bates, and Newman is on the board. And they will send out Matthew Hamilton to kick the extra point. Just like that. You saw him play that run play well on first down, but that time just couldn't catch Bates, and he was gone. That was some of that explosiveness they were actually missing last year, if you can believe that, from a state championship team. Snap. Ball down, kick on the way, and the kick is good. 1 minute into the game, Newman is on the board, 7-0. We'll be back in just a few with the kickoff right after this. Two plays, 73-yard touchdown run. 2 plays, 74-yard drive.
Kicking off for Newman is Matthew Hamilton.
A 73-yard touchdown run by Thomas Bates. And they will step up, and Hamilton will get a low grounder. That'll be fielded in the middle of the field. Coming into the far side, I believe that was Janish. On the kick return, nope, never mind, excuse me, that was number 1, Colton Cooper. And we get to see the Wabeno Laona, the Rebel offense here for the first time. 11:06 remaining here in the first quarter, 7-0 already, Newman Catholic. So 2 wide to the far side, 1 wide here to the near side. It is Janish and Brower in the backfield. Snap. Janish is going to drop back looking to throw. Pocket collapsing. Ball's low. Had to try and throw off the back foot. Incomplete. And that is going to set up 2nd and 10. It was a good play design, but that front line from Newman Catholic was in the backfield very quickly. Forced Janice trying to throw that off the back foot. Just couldn't quite get it on target. So again, they will send Cooper out wide to the far side. Wide here to the near side is Adam Sieber. 2 in the backfield flanking Janish. And now a flag, and Newman Catholic lines up offside. So somebody for Newman Catholic, I think that was 53, Owen Sullivan, the senior. I think he lined up too far over the football and got caught, so it'll set up 2nd and 5. Cooper wide to the far side. Sieber wide here to the near side. Backs either side of Carter Janish. Snap. Janish looking. Nope, he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be near. He's going to roll forward, and he's going to have the first down. Nice little run by Janish. He is going to pick up 7.
Run by Janish to the Newman 46. Tackled on the play by
So nice little gain, and that gets onto the Newman side of the field. Both offenses doing what they do. So it'll be Sieber and Shepard wide here to the near side. Cooper wide to the far side. 1 back. That is Brower behind Janish. Snap. Toss play over here to the near side for Brower. Brower gets hit in the backfield. He's going to break that tackle. He's going to end up with about 5. So Brower ends up with 5 on that one. He got hit in the backfield. Tyler Ackerman got to him, but couldn't bring him down, and he spun out of that one. So that will set up a 2nd and 5 here from the 41. Newman Catholic putting the hash marks on here and the numbers makes my job a whole lot easier. 2 wide here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Brower is the back, and they send Sieber in motion across the formation. Snap. Janice dropping back. He's going to look for it all. He's going deep. That one is going to be well out of bounds. Nice thought, but that one out of bounds. And I think actually Connor Kroc might have had a better shot at it than Adam Sieber. But either way, it was out of bounds on both of them, and that's going to set up a 3rd and 5. Probably 2-down territory here for the Rebels. At the 41. 2 are going to come out wide here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Brower is the back next to Janish. Snap. Janish dropping back. Pressure comes immediately. He's going to slip, and he's going to go down. Janish, who's going to probably get sacked anyway, but that's going to push the ball all the way back. It's going to be a loss of 10. And Gustafson and trying to find the other name on here. I believe it was Hamilton in on the sack. And it looks like, well, it's going to be a punt formation, a shallow punt formation, only 9 yards back. And they're going to get the flag. Oh, Ben Hardesty. No. So that's going to be against the Rebels. I didn't see the flinch, but I saw Hardesty kind of fall forward. He was kind of trying not to. So that will lose another 5 yards. That'll move it all the way back to the 44. Snap. Kick is away. Hardesty almost got a hand on it. That one's going to end up taking a bounce inside. That's going to roll inside the 10, and they will down it at the 1. Inside the 1, that ball dying right at the goal line. Check that. Got my lines wrong. It actually dies at the 5. Either way, Newman Catholic pinned deep. So 8:49 remaining. Had to break out a little different camera for our clock here today as the rain coming down and didn't want to get anything too fancy messed up. in the rain, but Newman will have to go the length of the field here. They come out. They send Bates out wide here to the near side. Far side, that is... Can't see the number on the receiver on the far side. They said Gustafson in motion. Snap. Kroc dropping back. Now he's going to run it. He's got room across the 10, 15. Got the first down, and he will step out of bounds near the 20. Gain of 15. They will mark it. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to actually give him the 21, so that'll be a gain of 16 for Connor Kroc. Looked like that might have been a straight quarterback run. It's hard to tell in either of these offenses. But first down. Kroc stepping out of bounds. Clock stops. So the ball is actually at the 22. Wide out here to the near side. Gustafson, the tight end, is kind of off the line. Kroc, it's straight run for Kroc, and he's got room, and he is gone! Kroc into the open field, and he is gone into the end zone. Touchdown, Newman Catholic. That one is going to go for 78 yards. $13-0 Newman Catholic. And we are less than 4 minutes into this game. Hamilton on to kick the extra point. Kroc holding. Snap. Ball is down. Kick on the way, and it is good. Hamilton converts a second one. 14-0 Newman Catholic. 8:27 remaining in the first. We'll be back right after this. Another two-play drive for the Newman Catholic Cardinals. They go down 95 yards in 2 plays, both runs by Connor Kroc. And including the 78-yard touchdown run. Kroc steps up, and he will put a low little roller. That's going to roll out of bounds, and that will give Wabeno Laona possession out near the 35. So they should get the ball at the 35. I believe that's the rule in high school. I should know, considering how often it does happen. Yep, they will mark it at the 35. So Wabeno Laona will start at the Newman Catholic 35. 1st and 10.
Wabeno Laona will accept the penalty and take the ball at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
2 wide to the far side. That is Cooper and Shepard. Sieber wide here to the near side. Snap. Janish is going to drop back. He's going to look to throw. Pressure coming on him. He needs to get rid of it. Throws it. That one's high. Incomplete. Targeting Colton Cooper, but just not there. Janish yet to complete a pass here today. I've got him 0 for 3. Well, clock stops, 8:21 remaining. As they try and keep that ball as dry as possible as the rain has picked up once again. Shepard and Siebert wide here to the near side. Cooper wide to the far side. High snap for Janish. He's going to drop back. Pressure coming, throwing, and that one is going to be caught. First down and more, and he's going to be tackled at the 25. That is going to be... Doing the math here quick. 40-yard completion. That one getting to 18, Brady Shepard. And that sets up first down for Wabeno Laona. Nice pass play. That one, Tyler Ackerman almost got to it. Shepard and Sieber wide here to the near side. Cooper wide to the far side. Tries the hard count, not there. Pressure coming immediately. Janish is going to tuck and run, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the... And now whistles. I think maybe a flag.
21 pushed out of bounds by Thomas Chase. Flag on the play.
See what the penalty's for. Looks like it's against Newman Catholic. Late hit out of bounds, so that's going to be half the distance from... Coach Miklig asking questions. But that's going to be first down for Wabeno Laona. They're going to get the ball at the 10. They're going to mark it at the 11. So Wabeno Laona will have first and 10 from the 11. So they can get a first down without a touchdown. So they come back out. Actually, it's Winkleman. The freshman is the wideout on the far side. Snap. Toss play. Coming down into the corner, trying to reach for the end zone. Not quite going to make it. Going to be down at the 3. That is going to be a run of, we're going to give him 7 on that. Second and 3 from the 4. The gain of 6. The Cardinal defense looking to hold. Wabeno Laona. 2 wide to the far side. 1 very far wide to the near side. That is Siebert. Snap. Read option. Doesn't read it right. The Cardinal defense is there and blows it up. See in there for sure. James Bates in there along with 53, Owen Sullivan. That is going to be a loss of 8. No, that's going to be a loss of 5. That is going to set up 3rd and 9. So still a chance for the Rebels to get a first down. Get a first down without getting the touchdown. 2 wide to the far side, 2 wide to the near side. Everybody out wide. Janish alone in the backfield. Snap. Pressure comes up the middle. Janish is going to tuck and run. He's going to try and get the corner into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Wabeno Laona get on the board. A 9-yard touchdown run by Carter Janish. And Wabeno Laona is on the board. 14-6. See what they choose to do. Looks like they're going for 2. Aren't too many teams in 8-player that have a kicker the caliber of Matthew Hamilton. So they are going to go for 2. Wide out to the far side. That is Colton Cooper. They send Brady Shepard across the formation. And then Sieber wide here to the near side. Brower is in the backfield. Snap. Back. Slipping. Trying to spin out. Looking for a throw. That's going to be high and incomplete. 2-point conversion fails. But Wabeno Laona get on the board on the 9-yard touchdown run by Carter Janish. They'll be kicking off right after this.
I splooshed my phone in the road crater? Am I covered or no? Well, hey Carm, you're never gonna believe this. A sturgeon just hit my Chevy. Am I covered or no?
Interesting. And yes.
I had a couple 30 packs explode in my garage. Am I covered or no?
I've been there before, bud. It's a sad day.
Oh. Aren't you 2-time Rose Bowl champ Bill Ferrario?
Yeah, you better call Marshfield Insurance and ask for Premium Boy. Whether you're hitting fish
or hitting football players,
the agents at Marshfield Insurance have the answers.
I don't keep stats on time of possession, but I would be interested to see the number as we try and get our clock back on. There we go. Interested to see the number because Newman Catholic's only run 4 plays offensively. some long touchdown runs, getting them on the board. But Wabeno Laona runs a long play, and that one's going to be kicked. It's going to take a bounce. It's going to roll downfield. It's going to have to be picked up there. That is Fender. Fender gets tackled at the before he can get to the 20. He's going to be down at the 19. Another long field for the Newman Catholic Cardinals as they've had drives so far.
For the first team, return to the 18 by Jackson Fender.
2 plays 74 yards, 2 plays 95 yards. So they've been able to score quickly. So 5:55 remaining. Newman Catholic will start. So they will send one wide receiver off to the far side. Everybody else tight to the formation. Snap, Croc. He's going to step back. He's going to look to throw a little flare pass out here to Thomas Bates. Bates looking to turn the corner. He is going to be run out of bounds. And now, Coach,
21-yard line. 3-yard gain.
coaching staff for Newman looking for a penalty on that one. Probably not going to get it. But they had some disagreements on that late hit call. But it's going to be a gain of 2 on the pass from Croc to Bates. Sets up 2nd and 8. Now here on the near hash mark. Send James Bates out wide here to the near side. Tight end on either side. Snap. Give. Bates into the line. Bates cutting through, and Bates is gone again. Chance for Janish to catch him. Bates is at the 30, at the 20, and he's going to be rode out of bounds at the 11. Make that the 12. Doing the math here quick. 10, 20, 29.
14-yard line of Wabeno Laona.
So he's actually going to be down at the 15. Trying to do the math here real quick. 10, 20, 29 on that side. 10, 20, 30, 35. "64-yard run by Thomas Bates. That is the 3rd play of over 50 yards for Newman Catholic already in this quarter. So Bates is the back next to Croc. Croc will take it himself. He's got room to run. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Newman Catholic. 13-yard touchdown run for Connor Croc, set up by the 64-yard run by Thomas Bates, and the Newman Catholic Cardinals are putting yards up in a hurry on the ground. 20-0. And they will send Hamilton out to kick another PAT. Hamilton 2 of 2 so far today. Rebels have gotten close on a couple. And they send James Bates across the formation. They're going to try and block the extra blocker there. They send the guy in. Maybe almost got a hand to it, but the extra point is good. Check the flag on the play. So we're going to hold off just a second here on this one. Flag thrown right at the line of scrimmage. I think that's going to be, looks like it's going to be against Wabeno Laona.
The personal foul against the Rebels is declined by Newman. Extra point is good.
So the personal foul, I think it was for jumping on the back of the, or setting up on the way they set up on the block, got called. It was right at the center. I think it was lining up over the top of the long snapper. But with 5 minutes exactly remaining here in the first quarter, 21-0 Newman Catholic. And they will enforce the penalty on the kickoff. So they will be kicking off from the Wabeno Laona 45. So a chance here for Hamilton to just boot one into the end zone or maybe set up a play. Hamilton is going to step up, and he is just going to put a foot through it. Bounces that one. That's going to roll out the back of the end zone. And that is going to set up Wabeno Laona at the 20. That was another quick drive. Three-play 81-yard drive, throwing on the 13-yard TD run. So Wabeno Laona will come out on offense looking to respond once again. They finally got the offense clicking a little bit on their last drive. They will have 1st and 10 from the 20. They send Sieber in motion. Snap. Janice dropping back. Pressure coming almost immediately. He's going to go for it all. Sieber is open. Pass is incomplete. Nice defense from Connor Kroc. Sieber had it. Kroc got in the way and just broke that one up. Never looked back at the ball, but didn't make contact till the ball dropped in. That was a smart play there. Connor Kroc, the senior this year. 4:52 remaining. Fix that next time out. Snap. Janish back to throw again. Pressure coming. He's got 3 guys chasing him. Gets rid of it. Pass is intercepted. Intercepted. That one goes to Matthew Hamilton. Interception. You can pretty much say it was caused by the pressure from the Newman Catholic Cardinals. They had 3 guys chasing the quarterback, and Hamilton just got in the way of that one. 4:45 remaining. Shortest field Newman Catholic has had all game. They will come out. They will send James Bates wide on the far side. Everybody else tight to the formation. Tight ends either side. Snap. It's going to be a straight run. Kroc is going to cut it back. He's not going to go get much. He'll pick up a couple.
Connor Kroc with a run of 2.
So Kroc will pick up 2. He's got a nice total. Both Bates and Kroc. Some nice rushing totals. We'll talk about that at the end of the quarter. Doing some quick. Too big of numbers for me to do math on. They've had a ton of long runs. As the clock camera completely dropping out on us here, we'll get that fixed. Here's snap. Kroc, give. Bates into the line, pushing forward. And a 5-yard gain for Thomas Bates.
Run to the 18, 3rd down and 3.
There we go.
Play by Sieber.
Gonna have to plug in my phone at the quarter break. So we're going to go under 3.5 to play as Newman Catholic slowing it down just a little bit here, up 21-6 in scoring position. They will have a big 3rd and 3. First 3rd down they've faced all game, as they've scored on 2 plays, and now we're going to get a timeout. Coach Micklig not liking something he saw, so he's going to take the timeout there first. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in just a moment. 21-6, Newman Catholic over Wabeno Laona. 3:19 remaining. We'll be back right after this.
3rd and 3 for the Cardinals.
Cardinals face a 3rd and 3 from the 19. Snap, give, Bates. Bates is going to break it to the outside. He's going to have the first down, pushing towards the 5, and he's going to be marked out of bounds at the 6. Nice power run there by Bates. And clock is going to resume as I try and find my pen. Oh, there it is. How about look under the clipboard, Steve? So that will be a gain of 9 for Thomas Bates. That sets up a first down, first and goal. Croc in the backfield, along with Bates. Snap. Croc will take it himself. He's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Braden Brower getting in there and grabbing a hold of Croc's foot and not letting it go. Croc was not getting away from him. He was going to make sure of that.
Croc with a run for a short loss. Stopped on the play by Brower.
So it actually loses 1. As you see a market. Hard to tell at this vantage point looking down the field. As we try and... get the clock back on screen, as for some reason I can't. There we go. Snap. The give. Croc into the line. We'll fix that at the end of the quarter. And he gets not much. Gets back the one he lost +1. So carry of 2.
3rd down and goal.
There we go. Getting a long time getting the play in. Big 3rd down. Obviously, with Hamilton, you can kick the field goal, but it'll be assuming they don't get much more here. It'd be about not much more than an extra point. So offset I here. It is Gustafson and Bates in the backfield. Snap. They're going to give to Bates with the blocker. Bates into the end zone. Touchdown, Newman. Thomas Bates runs that one in. Another touchdown for him. That's going to be a 6-yard touchdown run. His 2nd of the game to go with Connor Croc's 2. And for the first time, Newman Catholic actually has to string some plays together. They had a 2-play drive, a 2-play drive, and a 3-play drive. That one taking a few more. Six-play drive. Snap. That extra point is blocked. They finally get somebody in. Sieber's been close every time, but Newman Catholic gets another touchdown. We'll be back with a kickoff right after this.
One thing that surprised me about the RVA is the want to do school, whereas it was kind of a struggle before.
All of the educators, the staff, the therapists, the specialists, everybody is so knowledgeable. And my favorite thing is that we all work together as a team for the kids. I really feel like we're partners with the RVA. I just love it so much. I know I've said that before, but like I love the RVA.
Welcome back. 27-6. Newman Catholic with the lead here. Still first quarter. It's been a high-scoring first quarter as Matthew Hamilton will step back. He'll kick from his normal line at the 40. Hamilton stepping up, and he will put that one on the ground. Short kick, and that's going to be fielded right at the 34, and that is where Wabeno Laona will start with the football. Scored on a relatively long drive on their last play. Have not been able to get Carter Janish going in the passing game. He's one of 6 actually. 1 of 6 with an interception for 40 yards. So see what Wabeno Laona can do here. See if they found something. 1 wide out to the far side, 1 to the near side. They put 2 backs behind Janish. Janish, oh, he had a guy for a little screen, but instead he's going to push it forward for 1. I don't know if you can see it on screen. Adam Sieber was jumping up and down trying to get Janish's attention. Nobody up on him. That would have been probably about 4 or 5 yards at minimum. But instead, Janish gets just the 1 yard rushing. Sets up 2nd and 9. Sieber's going to come out wide here to the near side. Winkleman and Shepard are wide to the far side. Janish. Snap. It's going to be a straight handoff. Trying to turn the corner. Does, then runs into an absolute wall there in number 74, Ben Hardesty. He will gain. Actually, he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a gain of nothing. And that will wrap up the first quarter. High-scoring first quarter. Newman Catholic puts 4 in the end zone. All on the ground. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. First quarter numbers for Wabeno Laona, or excuse me, Newman Catholic. I've got Ben Bates, 6 carries, 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. Snap. Dropping back is Janish. Janish looking. He's going to go for it all. That one up in the air, and oh, Kroc couldn't quite get a hand on it. That one floated up there. Speaking of Connor Kroc. Connor Kroc, 111 yards and 2 touchdowns on 6 carries. 12 carries, 269 yards of offense. And that will set up 4th and 9 for the Rebels, and they are going to go for it. Nope, they're going to punt. That shallow punt formation catches me out sometimes. Snap. Pressure comes. It can't get a hand on it, just gets it away. That one. Nobody back deep. That's going to take a bounce. That's going to roll inside the 35. That's going to be downed at the 32, and Newman Catholic will take over there.
25 Janish to the Newman 33. It'll be down there. 1st and 10 Cardinals.
Newman Catholic showing off why they are the number 1 team in the state in 8-player. Interesting to see if we start seeing some new faces. See Tyler Ackerman out there. Number 12. He is the 2nd string quarterback, but Kroc out there as well, so Ackerman may be playing a little wide receiver. And he is actually going to line up at tight end. So tight end, you got Fender and Bates wide here to the near side, but the give is to Thomas Bates. Bates fighting through the line, still pushing. He's going to be near the first down marker. He's going to have 9. So 9-yard carry. It's not his shortest run of the game. He started out with a 1-yard carry in his first one. Since then, 73, 64, 5, 9, 6, 9. He's had a really good start to this game.
Also a reminder, the 50-50
Connor Kroc comes out. So Kroc will come out. He will line up with Thomas Bates next to him. 2 wide here to the near side. That is Fender and James Bates. Snap, give. Up the middle, fighting. It's going to be the first down. That's actually not a give. That's going to be Croc, and he's going to pick up 2. So that'll be another Newman Catholic first down as they start more of the ground and pound. See if maybe they try a little play action here and get something going in the passing game. Croc's got 1 pass for 2 yards. 1 of 1 for 2 yards, but they haven't really had to throw it yet. As you can start to see the middle of the field here inside the hash mark starting to get tore up just a little bit. It's still raining. So wideouts either side, 2 backs next to Croc in the backfield. Croc will take a step back and tries the hard count. Now he'll give the snap. That's going to be a give to Bates with a blocker. Bates into the line, and he's going to have 4. Nope, make that 3. So Bates will pick up 3 on first down. That'll set up 2nd and 7. I think maybe more the game we thought we would see. But Newman finding some openings early in this game. See Jackson Fender wide out to the far side, near side. That is James Bates. It is Gustafson and Thomas Bates flanking either side of Croc. Snap. Croc dropping back, looking to throw. He's got James Bates all alone. Catch is made. Bates is in the clear, into the end zone. Touchdown, Newman Catholic. 53-yard touchdown pass to James Bates. And they are on the board again, 33-6. The little pump fake, slant and go, perfectly executed by the Cardinals, and missing a guy on the line for the extra point. So Hamilton's going to have to run in real quick. Dude, that's not Hamilton, that's Ackerman running in real quick. So Croc to hold, Hamilton to kick. Snap. Ball is down, kick on the way, and it gets, then he got his toe in the dirt, and it's no good. But Newman Catholic up 33-6. We'll be back with a kickoff right after this. With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics. So Newman Catholic now with touchdowns of 78, 73, 13, 53, and 9.
Wabeno, Laona.
There we go. Croc to kick off again. He's going to put another one low and on the ground. Bit of a bobble, and that's just going to be covered up by Brady Shepard. And Wabeno Laona will start from their 35. 1st and 10.
The score is Newman Catholic 33, Wabeno Laona 6.
So 2 wide to the far side, 1 wide here to the near side for Wabeno Laona. The Rebels looking to try and get something going offensively. They had 1 good drive. Other than that, it's been a little rough. They send the back in motion. It's going to be a straight run up the middle for Janish. Janish in the clear, and he is gone. 1 play. Maybe Hamilton might catch him. He will not. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Newman. Touchdown Wabeno Laona on a 65-yard touchdown run. Perfectly drawn up play. That was just a simple misdirection, sending Braden Brower out wide, kind of sending him out in motion, and Janish right up the middle, nobody there, and then just outran the defense. Matthew Hamilton almost got to him. But now Wabeno Laona will go for two. Two wide here to the near side. That is Cooper and Shepard. Sieber wide to the far side. Snap. Janish dropping back, looking. He's going to throw. That one's going to be tipped up in the air, and it is going to be caught. That one goes to Brady Shepard. He completes the 2-point conversion off the tip. 33-14, Newman Catholic with the lead. Wabeno Laona will be kicking off in just a moment.
Are you ready for a faster and easier mortgage process? Tap Lending combines the speed and efficiency of technology and people, and a great local bank. The perfect combination for your mortgage.
Living every day to the fullest. Giving hugs and laughing loudly. Bringing joy to those you love. Vaccines set us free to live openly. Schedule yours today.
Little we're not going to take it anymore from the DJ here. Might have some meaning behind it. But Wabeno Laona to kick off. 9 minutes remaining here in the second. 47 points already scored in this one, as that one's going to take a few bounces. Picked up by Newman. Back at the 5, bring it over here past the 30, cutting back and being cut down at the 36. Newman Catholic will take over there, 1st and 10.
Kick to the 14, returned by Fender to the...
So that return from Jackson Fender, and that will set up Newman Catholic at the 26. As our umpire with the rag here today to try and keep these footballs as dry as possible. Rain still coming down, as it's going to do for most of the game. Newman wideouts either side. Bates is the wideout here to the near side. Looks like it's Gustafson wide on the far side. 2 in the backfield. It's Ackerman and Bates in the eye next to Kroc. It's going to be a keep on the read option, and that's going to be a gain of 4 for Connor Kroc.
5 to the 31-yard line, 2nd and 5.
We'll give him 5. We'll go with the PA guy. We'll give him 5. That one about 4.5, 4 3/4, but we'll give him 5 for it. Sets up 2nd and 5. And it's been Newman Catholic. They've had some... they had some small plays, but then every so often they break it. When they break it, most of them have gone for touchdowns. The only long run that hasn't was that 64-yard run by Thomas Bates when he was, Thomas Bates, as they give that one to Bates. Bates almost had a chance to break that one again. He'll get 6. Got tripped up. If not for being tripped up, Bates was gone again. But either way, it is a 1st down for the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Didn't even get a chance to talk about Newman Catholic, one of the, not breaking out the powder blues today. We'll hopefully see them later on in the season, but the red jerseys with the powder blue numbers and shoulder stripes. The really nice white helmets with the blue NC on them. Those are some pretty sharp helmets. Give credit, the all-black helmets for Wabeno Laona, pretty cool as well. Snap. Give Bates into the line. He's going to keep pushing forward, being dragging defenders with him, and he'll have 15.
Thomas is carrying the Rebel territory.
Thomas Bates just pulling and pulling. So he tried to get that one going, as we see Gustafson losing some tape. He's just going to get rid of that. So Kroc will come back in with the play, as Newman Catholic on the drive again. Wide out here to the near side, wide out to the far side. 2 backs. It is Ackerman and Bates Fake handoff. It's going to be Kroc going off the far side. He's in the clear. Janish, the only guy that can catch him. He will push him out of bounds. That is going to be marked out at the 15. That is going to be 25-yard run for Connor Kroc. Oh, actually, check that. I got my math wrong. We'll go 33. Forgot the other side of the 50. Newman Catholic, again, just finding these big plays. Carter Janish is the only thing that has saved a couple long touchdown runs. He saved it on that one. He was the guy that got the tackle on that 64-yard run by Thomas Bates early in the first quarter. Snap, ball on the ground. It's going to be a straight run, flipping down and knocked out of bounds. Another nice run by Connor Kroc. That is going to pick up about 6. So that will set up 2nd and 4 from the 9. Newman Catholic just forcing their way through this game. As Newman Catholic breaks the huddle, they're going to send one wide out off to the far side. That is Fender. Wide out here to the near side is James Bates. Thomas Bates is the lone back. Snap, give Bates into the line. He's going to fall forward. I think he's going to be just short of the first down. Going to be about a yard short, so he's going to pick up 3. That's going to set up 3rd and 1 at the 5.
3rd down and 1.
As we start to see some players chasing down, maybe starting to warm up, some of the JV guys. So wideouts either side, split backs, Ackerman and Bates. The give, it's not a give, it's a straight run up the middle. Connor Kroc, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Newman. Another touchdown run. Connor Kroc goes in from 5 yards out. And that will get us 39-14. And Hamilton will be on. He's had a couple issues on his last couple extra point attempts as the field has started to break down just a little bit under the rain. See what they decide to do here. And Cardinals will go for 2. So the Cardinals will go for 2. Ackerman, or Bates, is the back. Snap. The give, Bates into the line, powering his way through. The 2-point conversion is good. 41-14 is the total, is the score. We will be back in just a... We will be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
Winter Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Matthew Hamilton to kick off for Newman.
4 total touchdowns for Connor Kroc. 3 on the ground, 1 through the air. Kroc is 2 for 2 for 55 yards and a touchdown here today. According to my stats, not complete by any stretch of the imagination. 6 minutes left here in the second. That kick on the ground, that's going to go right out of bounds. And Wabeno Laona will start at their 35. Wabeno Laona, outside of a couple big plays, the 65-yard touchdown run by Carter Janish, and then the 9-yard touchdown run that was set up by the 40-yard pass from Janish to Brady Shepard. That's about all the offense they've had. 82 yards rushing for Janish to go with the 40 yards passing. Does have an interception as well. They try that play they got the touchdown on. This time, Janish is going to try and throw, and he's going to be sacked. Hardesty comes in, and he breaks that one up. That is going to be a loss of 12. Counts as rushing. Janish trying to spin out of that one, couldn't.
Second down and 22.
And 2nd and 22 for Wabeno Laona, as this defense is now starting to kind of pin those ears back and go after Carter Janish. We've seen him get close a few times. Janish able to throw balls away. But Winkleman is the wide out here to the near side. Sieber and Shepard wide to the far side. Snap. It's going to be a toss here to the near side. Nowhere to go. That is going to be another loss, and I believe that was Eli Gustafson breaking in. That is going to be a loss of 4. And
third down and 28.
Braden Brower now 4 carries, 7 yards. And that's going to set up 3rd and 29. But this is one of those situations where a team can maybe find something, especially in this type of game. Janish is going to go for it all down the middle. The pass is tipped away. Flag comes in late. Not sure what for. Camera couldn't keep up. We had position. Unless it's on, they're not swapping out, so it's going to be against pass interference on Newman Catholic.
Pass interference penalty against Newman.
Not 100% sure on that one. Just simply as the, and now the official coming up, and he's having a talking with Croc, and I think it was for a push before, but either way, I mean, you had a Newman Catholic player with position, so you wouldn't have needed to do that. But the penalty sets up 3rd and 14. Janish looking, he's going to throw it. That one is knocked away. Thought for a second there Ackerman was going to get the interception, couldn't quite hang on to it, and that is going to set up 4th and 14. And got to imagine deep in their own territory, that even trailing by what they are, they're going to punt, and they are. Janish is going to be back in punt formation. You got your quarterback as your punter. Your fake is always in the cards. Nobody back deep, and now flags. And they're going to catch Newman Catholic for leaning offside again. And I think Bates checking to see what it was, but apparently leaning over the line a little bit. So now 4th and 9. Does that change the adage at all? Inside or at the 36. Now, nope. Wabeno Laona still going to keep Janish back, but still a chance for a fake. Nobody back deep to return for Newman Catholic. Snap. The kick, that one high. High kick. That one is going to take a bounce, and it's going to roll sideways and be down at the 27. And it will be 1st and 10 Newman Catholic. And with 3:57 remaining, it'll be interesting to see the play calling choices for Newman, up 41-14. They try and go for one more here. Try and get that running clock to start at the beginning of the second half. Newman Catholic will be kicking off to Wabeno Laona in the second to start that second half. Hour into this one already, and we still got 3:57 left in the first half. It has been a track meet to say the least. Wideouts either side, 2 backs, snap, give, Bates into the line, falling forward. He's going to have 9. Thomas Bates with 9 on that one.
Run by Thomas
Sets
Bates
up
for 8
second and
yards.
1.
Second down and 2.
Just, again, Thomas Bates, he's one of those big backs that can just, nothing else. You stick him into the line, have him fall forward, you're going to get 2-3 yards on it. So that's one of those advantages. It's not too often you see Bates on a negative run. In fact, he's yet to have a negative run here today. Snap. Give. This time it's Bates, the blocker for, I believe that's Ackerman, and Ackerman's going to get 4. Yes, it is. So the backup quarterback gets 4.
To the 40 for a Newman Catholic first down.
So Ackerman with 4 gets the first down for Newman Catholic, as they just keep this moving. Under 3 to play. It'll be interesting to see if Newman tries to pick the pace up at all, if they're more than happy to just keep probing this defense. So Eli Gustafson, now the center. Snap. Dropping back, throw, incomplete.
Croc's pass intended for
Croc's pass was
Ackerman is incomplete.
looking for,
Ackerman defending the play.
that was Jackson Fender, but couldn't quite complete it. Does stop the clock, 2:39 left, second and 10. So now they will send Bates wide out here to the near side. Fender wide to the far side. Snap. Fake to give. Croc is going to run it. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to step out of bounds after he picks up about 8. We'll give Croc 7 on that one. Second and 3.
Third down and 2.
Excuse me. Third and they give him the full 8. I thought they were going to give him about 7.5. They give him the full 8. So third and 2. So again, Bates wide here to the near side, Fender wide to the far side. Gustafson again at center. Center on the bench. Snap, handoff. Bates into the line, breaks free. He's going to have another.
Run by Thomas Bates.
He's going to have 9. And now hurrying this offense up, 2.5 to play. 2 wide here to the near side, 2 to the far side. Croc is alone in the backfield. Snap. Croc can't handle it. Fumble, and that's going to be recovered. Wabeno Laona catches a break as Croc couldn't handle the snap. And they will get the football. 2:12 remaining. And a chance for them. 2:12 in all 3 timeouts.
Recovered by the Rebels. First down and 10 at the
So they will have a first down inside Newman Catholic territory. They will be at the 47. That snap was just a little offline. Obviously, Gustafson, not the normal center, as they're trying to get somebody else warmed up, I think. Testing some guys out on that. So 2 wide here to the near side. It's going to be a toss for Brower. Brower through the line, initial part of the line. He's still fighting, and he's going to go out of bounds. He's going to have a nice little gain of 8. And gets out of bounds, so it stops the clock.
Brower to the Cardinals, 39. Forced out of bounds by Thomas Bates.
So nice little gain of 8 on that one. Second and 2. But more important for the Rebels, stops the clock. Ball at the 39, second and 2. Colton Cooper wide here to the near side. He will be joined by Brady Shepard, wide out on the far side. That's Adam Sieber. Snap. Dropping back is Janice. She's got a guy on a crossing route. Catch is made. That gets to Sieber. That will be a first down. It's going to be a completion of 4.
Sieber is complete to the Newman 35. Tackled on the play by Connor.
So clock runs. Under 2 to play. Wabeno Laona huddling here. And they huddled far back, so they got to come up to the line. 1:43 remaining. Wide out. 2 wide out to the far side. That is Sieber and Shepard. Cooper wide here to the near side. Snap. Janice dropping back. He's going to go for it all. He's got his receiver, and it is just a little too far. Shepard got behind the defense. Ackerman lost track of him, I think. So that will be 2nd and 10. Clock stops, 1:31 remaining. If I'm Coach Cronauer, I am maybe running that same play again. See if you can get that one through. Cooper wide here to the near side. He will be joined by Shepard. Sieber wide to the far side. Snap. It's going to be a toss play. Fumble! Ball is still loose on the ground, I think. We're going to see who comes up with it. And Newman Catholic recovers the fumble. Bauer, I don't think he ever had a good grip on that one on the toss. And Eli Gustafson comes out of the pile with it. And the Cardinals get it right back. Now I thought maybe a conversation amongst the officials, but nope. I think they're just having a little chat while they get things set. So the fumble is turned back over. See what Newman decides to do here. Minute 24 and 2 timeouts. You can probably go with a couple run plays here. See if you can get somebody through. It's been a while since they broke a big one. Bates, James Bates and Fender wide here to the near side. Thomas Bates is the back. It is going to be a give up the middle to Bates. Bates is going to pick up a few. He's going to end up with 6. We'll call it 5. 5.5 we'll call it. But we'll give him credit for 5. Clock still running. It'll be under a minute by the time Newman Catholic snaps this ball. As the rain starts pouring down once again. It had kind of let up for just a moment. Snap. Give Bates into the line. He will have the first down. So Bates needed 5. He gets 6. So the clock will run 44 seconds. Got to imagine they're going to take a shot here soon. 2 wide here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Snap, Croc. No, he held it, and he's going to go down. Croc is going to lose 5. That one read perfectly. 66 Timber Cronauer. No, excuse me, that's 69 Gage Liptak. Blasting in there and blowing that play up, and it looks as if Newman Catholic more than happy to send this one to the half. Final seconds ticking down. Newman 41-14 over the number 4 team in the state, Wabeno Laona. We're going to step aside for a few minutes. I'm going to do a little bit of math, and we're going to have some stats for you in just a few.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Forward being a mutual, it's a great opportunity for customers that bank with us because it allows us to make decisions for the long term, for our community, for our customers, and for our employees. We're not driven for profit, as most companies are, so we can make decisions that are good for our communities, our employees, and our depositors, and that's very unique.
splooshed my phone in the road crater? Am I covered or no? Well, hey Carm, you're never gonna believe this. A sturgeon just hit my Chevy. Am I covered or no?
Interesting. And yes.
I had a couple 30 packs explode in my garage. Am I covered or no?
I've been there before, bud. It's a sad day.
Aren't you two-time Rose Bowl champ Bill Ferrario?
Yeah, you better call Marshfield Insurance and ask for Premium Boy. Whether you're hitting fish
Or hitting football players.
the agents at Marshfield Insurance have the answers.
Welcome back. We are at the half. 41-14, Newman Catholic with the lead over Wabeno Laona. Take a look here at the first half stats. Starting with Wabeno Laona, Carter Janish, excuse me. 8 carries, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. 9-yard and a 65-yard touchdown run. He's responsible for all the points for Wabeno Laona. Braden Brower, 5 carries, 15 yards. Passing, Janish, 2 of 11, 44 yards, and an interception. Those passes, a 40-yard pass to Shepard. Make sure I get Brady Shepard. And then a 4-yard pass to Adam Siebert. Flip the book over for Wabeno Laona, for Newman Catholic. It is a different story offensively. Thomas Bates, 229 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns on 15 carries. Connor Kroc, 164 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. That's on 13 carries. Tyler Ackerman did get 1 carry for 4 yards. Kroc, 2 of 3, 55 yards and a touchdown passing, 53-yard touchdown pass to James Bates. And then a 2-yard little screen pass to Thomas Bates, the passing there. Scoring plays. First score for Newman Catholic, that was a 73-yard touchdown run by Thomas Bates on a 2-play, 74-yard drive. Next drive for Newman Catholic, 2 plays, 95 yards. That was on a 78-yard touchdown run by Connor Kroc. And then the next drive, 3 plays, 81 yards. That ending on a 13-yard touchdown run by Connor Kroc. That one set up by the 64-yard run by Thomas Bates. Next drive took a little longer, 6 plays. That was a 9-yard touchdown run by Connor Kroc. Then, stop keeping track of plays there, but a 53-yard touchdown pass from Connor Kroc to James Bates. And then the final touchdown, a 5-yard run by Connor Kroc. We got about 4.5 minutes to go here till we start seeing warm-ups. We'll be back with some thoughts on the first half right after this.
Our experience in the RVA has been wonderful. The teachers are extremely supportive, and Simon really seems to enjoy it and is making friends, and he's more socially active now than he was in a traditional school.
Something I want other kids to know is that even though it seems like you're not going to make friends, you actually are. I like how the RVA provides an environment that more suited to my needs.
Welcome back. Some thoughts for the first half. I mean, honestly, we kind of knew that Newman Catholic had something special going. They bring up pretty much everybody from a state championship team, plus you add Thomas Bates, who might be the best running back in A-player football, an argument that he's one of the best in the area regardless of style or division. So this is going to be a good team, but we've seen them absolutely running, and it's running over, and it's really unique because it's something we haven't seen them do. That we haven't seen them do a little bit, but they've been throwing the ball a lot here in the early season. But this time around now, you got Kroc 2 of 3. You know, when they've needed to throw, they've found it, but he's had a pretty good day. But it's been the rushing. I mean, you look at him, forgot to add it up. Doing the math here quick. 337 yards rushing for the Newman Catholic Cardinals on doing some other 29 carries. I'm going to do one last bit of math here that I forgot I was planning on doing and slipped up. That is they are averaging 11.7 yards a carry. Now, obviously, the long touchdown, the long runs, when you get runs of 73, 78, 64, 33, you know, that's going to get you there for sure. But it's not just that. I mean, even the other plays, you're looking 6, 5s. You're not. There's a 1, a -1, and a 2, and that's about it for short runs. Everything else, 3 or more. So Newman Catholic getting good positive yards, and if nothing else, they're staying within the chains. For Wabeno Laona, they've got to find some way of getting that passing game going. Something that's been crucial to the way they play, and so far, I think part of it is the conditions. I mean, it's hard to throw a wet ball. It'll be interesting to see if they try and talk to the officials about maybe covering the ball up a little bit more. But we'll see. But that has been kind of the Achilles heel. That and vice versa, the negative plays. They've had 1, 2, 3 negative rushing plays to go with the interception and a lost fumble. So it's been a little tough for them to get things going, but with the way this game has gone scoring points, if they can get something going and slow down Newman Catholic here in the second half, they could 100% get back in this game. You know, we're at 55 points scored in the first half. If you'd have told me we were going to see 55 points in a game in a first half and not see a running clock, but looks like maybe doing some testing with the So yeah, a little bit of the clock here can only be increased by 2 minutes at a time. So they got to do a little hand run for the first minute of our little extra bit of warm-up time here. But we got about 3 minutes to the kickoff. We're going to step aside one more time. We'll be back with that kickoff in just a few.
Hey, you know that 30-inch walleye? I feel like he's right out in the center there. He'll be in my cooler in about 10 minutes. Yeah, I brought the old tip shot. You know, biggest walleye always takes a shot. Look at all those ducks out there. Just in case. Time to do the weekly cleaning of the car seat. How is that even possible? Yeah, if you're really good, we can head to the park. Man, she's got a cannon. Well, suppose I should take some extra wide equipment down the freeway at about 30 miles per hour during rush hour, create a Wisconsin traffic jam. So that's Bart, Brett, Aaron, and that one way down there, that's Lambo. Man, all work, no play. Man, the cost of lumber these days. Well, there's about 20 bucks.
Our experience in the RVA has been wonderful. The teachers are extremely supportive, and Simon really seems to enjoy it and is making friends, and he's more socially active now than he was in a traditional school.
Something I want other kids to know is that even though it seems like you're not going to make friends, you actually are. I like how the RVA provides an environment that more suited to my needs.
Wanted to look at some stat numbers. Obviously, 8-player football gets one less game, but Thomas Bates right now, on the season, 420 yards on 37 carries. Well on his way to a 1,000-yard rushing season, assuming, as we always say, knock on wood, he can stay healthy. But last few seconds ticking down. It'll be Wabeno Laona ball here in the third quarter. Newman Catholic will be kicking off as we head to the third quarter. Interesting to see. Newman Catholic gets the stop. What type of offense they send out if they look to get that running clock going and try and get out of the rain a little early here today, or if they start to get some opportunities for the backups. But it will be Matthew Hamilton to do the kicking. Hamilton stepping up, and he will put that one low on the ground. It takes a bounce, and Newman Catholic, I think they've got it. And they do. Newman Catholic, I don't know if that was the plan play, but kicked that one right into one of the Rebels, and it rebounded back, and Newman Catholic will have it at the 50.
319645, you can collect your winnings at the ticket booth.
So a possibly lucky break, possibly designed play for Newman Catholic gets them the ball. Oh, I dropped my roster. Get that back. Newman Catholic one wide to the far side. Starting offense is out there for Newman. Snap. Give. Bates, he's going to go nowhere. He's going to try and push forward. He will get back to the line of scrimmage. Wabeno Laona ready for him that time.
For no gain, 2nd and 10.
His first either no gain or loss of yards on the day. Excuse me, that will set up 2nd and 10. Maybe Wabeno Laona starting to find a solution. I formation. Gustafson is the fullback. Snap, bit of a bobbled snap, and Kroc just has to fall on it, so he'll technically lose one. Looks like it might be another new center. Gustafson filled in at center in the first half. That is Owen Sullivan. Snap, looking to throw. That one is going to go through the hands and incomplete. That one almost landing in the hands of Ben Hardestay. And that will set up 4th down. See what they decide to do at the 49. And nope, they will punt. Hamilton will come in to punt. Wabeno Laona doesn't put anybody deep. Hamilton can plant this one. Good snap. Kick is away. High, end over end. That one is going to take a bounce, and it's going to roll into the end zone. Wabeno Laona will start from the 20, and the issues on the kickoff do not come back to bite Wabeno Laona, as they get the ball back on a 3-and-out. First 3-and-out for Newman Catholic today. 10:38 remaining. They've had some short drives, but just not 3-and-out. So 2 wide here to the near side, 1 to the far side. It is Brower next to Janish. Janish gets the snap, dropping back, looking to throw. Good pocket all day. Throw, catch is made. That is going to go to Shepard. Shepard looking to cut back. He's going to be brought down across the 40 to the 42. That is going to be a 42-yard pitch and catch. First down, Newman Catholic. And that 100% goes to the offensive line, as they kept that pocket clean for that play to develop. Clock back running. We'll get close to going under 10. Wabeno Laona huddles very far back sometimes. 2 wide here to the near side. That is Cooper and Shepard. 1 wide to the far side. That is Siebert. Snap. It's a keep. Got past the first guy. Janish into the line. He's going to pick up 4. Almost broke that one. Bates on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Starting to get hard to tell. A lot of the hash marks in the middle of the field starting to disappear. As now we see the umpire snap. Janice drop it back to pass again. Pressure comes this time, and he's going to go down. As Ackerman down on the field, I think he's all right. I think he just slipped. A little bit of a limp, but he looks to be all right. So that is going to be a loss of 5. That sets up 3rd and 11. So the positive running play negated by the sack, and that's going to bring, you're going to swap wide receivers. Cooper's going to head out. Walker Winkleman in now at wide receiver. He will come out wide here to the near side. Shepard and Siebert wide out to the far. Siebert wide out to the far side. Looking in, chance for the pin back. Snap, extra blitzer coming. Janish spins out, looking for an option. Throwing, incomplete. Threw that one away. Defense covering well, and now decision time for Wabeno Laona at the Newman 41. Got to imagine they're going to go for it here. Actually, I don't think that's even a question if you're Wabeno Laona. You got to go for it here. Starting to get hard to read some of the numbers on the Newman Catholic jersey, some of the guys up front. So Wabeno Laona will try and find their way through, keep this drive alive. 2 wide here to the near side. That is Winkleman and Shepard. Siebert wide to the far side. Snap, pressure comes immediately. Closing in, the throw is going to be well short, incomplete. And Newman Catholic holds on 4th down, and they will get the ball back.
1st and 10 Cardinals.
8:25 remaining. As Newman Catholic will head back out. Gustafson wiping the hands off. Playing the middle of that defense right now. Normally he plays on the end, but I think with some of the injuries in the mud, getting that one going is... Oh. So long huddle here as the Newman Catholic more than happy to take their time. The clock not running here, but just making sure they're all on the right page. No reason to risk anything. Bad snap again. Croc has to fall on it. That is going to be a loss of 5.
Snap is fumbled by Croc. He recovers.
So that one just wide on the snap. So that's a loss of 5. Credited to Connor Croc. So Croc will come back in. Wide outs to either side. Actually, 2 wide to the far side now as Gustafson heads out wide on that far side. Snap, give, Bates into the line trying to push forward. He's not going to have much. He's going to pick up 2.
Connor Croc hands off to Bates for a gain of 2. 3rd down and
So
14.
that'll set up 3rd and 13 for the Newman Catholic Cardinals as they just, this half, I think maybe the extra rain that fell during halftime, maybe getting a chance to rest up just a bit. It's not the warmest day out. 58 degrees right now here in Wausau with the rain coming down. First real fall feeling day, first football feeling day. As you see some of the colors starting to change. Croc tries the hard snap, not there. Give is to Bates. Bates into the line. He's going to fall forward. They are going to rule him down. That's going to be a gain of about 5. Yeah, a gain of 4. That is going to set up 4th down, and Hamilton is on to punt. So Matthew Hamilton will punt again. All the offense of the first half, not able to find any here in the second, either team. See, good snap back. Hamilton steps up. He gets a long line drive. That one's going to be bobbled by Sieber. He's going to pick it up, try and get the return, and he's going to lose the ball. Newman Catholic recovers. Got planted down there, I believe, trying to see the number. That was Piffner, or Fender, getting in there. Knocked it loose. I didn't see who recovered it, but Newman Catholic gets the first down inside their 30-yard line. They're going to be down at the 22.
1st and 10 in Rebel territory on the 22.
So, yeah, not a timeout there because I guess technically not a change of possession. I thought that would stop no matter what. But the officials say otherwise. I formation. Snap. Give is to Gustafson, and he goes nowhere. He's going to lose one.
Run by
His
Gustafson
first
for a
carry
loss
of the day.
2nd and 11.
So 2nd and 11. Clock ticking. Doing some math here quick. Oh. Yeah, it's not 35, so it's not a running clock. So they must have ruled that there was no change of possession on that one. I thought the moment he caught it, that was considered change of possession, but guess not. So Croc under center, I formation, snap. The toss to Bates here on the near side. He's got blocking through the line. He's going to get down near the 15. Mark him at the 13. Or excuse me, wrong line. Marked at the 17. So that's actually they're going to mark him at the 17. So that will be a gain for Bates of 6. That is going to set up 3rd and 5 for Newman Catholic. Trying to read numbers. It's getting harder and harder out here as the mud continues to build up. Again, I formation, everybody tight. Bates dotting the I, snap. Fakes the give to Gustafson. Kroc will take it himself up the middle, spinning. He's going to have the first down. He's going to be inside the 5. He is going to pick up 13. And that is going to set it up first. Actually, no, make that 11. They mark him back at the 5. First and goal, Newman Catholic.
At the Rebel 4.
They'll need 8 to run the clock. So I think if Newman Catholic is able to punch this one in, they will go for 2. So tight ends either side. They stay in this I formation. Snap. Give Gustafson towards the line, into the end zone. Into the end zone first. Gustafson runs it out from 5 yards out. Touchdown, Newman Catholic, 47-14. Ball came out, but after he crossed the line, after he crossed the goal line. See what Newman Catholic, I thought they might go for 2, and they are. They are going to go for 2, try and make it a 35-point game. So try and make it the running clock. And with 3:27 remaining, unless a quick hit from Wabeno Laona, that would run the rest of the game. Wideouts either side. Kroc, actually, wideout Kroc will take it himself into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. 49-14, Newman Catholic with the lead. We'll be back right after this.
RVA has helped me learn by giving me more hands-on activities.
I can watch his writing develop. He has confidence to ask questions of his teachers if he doesn't understand. He's composing his own schedule, which is a lot like what a young adult is going to need to learn how to do, and he's learning that at 11.
My favorite part about being in the RVA is all the amazing clubs. I get on some clubs and then I realize that there are so many people like me.
Welcome back. 49-14. Newman Catholic with the lead. Clock will be running. Will be running on possession. Stepping up, the kick, low kick. That one gets through, picked up, and there's going to be a return from the 30 to the 35, planted there, not even getting to the 35. And Wabeno Laona will start from their 34. Rain coming down even harder now. So I think the Newman Catholic Cardinals more than happy to get to halftime. We're going to do our interviews up here tonight, or this afternoon, so that we stay dry. We've got a couple football games next week, a couple big ones. Little extra Thursday night action for us. As they look, snap, toss over here to the near side. Ball is fumbled, still loose, and that will be covered up. That is going to be a loss of 6 for Brower. Braden Brower couldn't quite handle the toss.
Loss of 5, 2nd and 15.
So that will set up 2nd and 16. Thursday night, Ashland at Medford. Medford looking to stay unbeaten in the Great Northern Conference. And then on Friday, we are in Edgar. The number 5 team in the state in Division 5, the Colby Hornets, taking on the number 2 ranked team in the state. And nope, they're going to get Gustafson to jump. And they'll get most of the yards back on that one. They're going to say Gustafson got into the line. So that will get all of the 5 yards, all of the yards back. Actually, no, they mark it back. So I'm going to give -5 to Bauer there. They get them all back, so it'll be at the 30. I think they gave him 7 on the penalty. Snap. Toss goes far side through, incomplete. The Cardinals read it out there, trying to get that one to Sieber on the little screen pass, but the Cardinals had that one sussed out right away. And that will set up 3rd and 10. Yeah. Going back to that one, we got number 5 Colby at the number 2 ranked team in Division 7, the Edgar Wildcats. What an opener to conference play for the Colby and Edgar. That'll be a big one. We will have that one with some extra bells and whistles from Edgar. Snap. Drop back. Pressure comes, and Janice is going to go down. They will give him, I think, forward progress, but they're going to mark him at the 27. That is going to be a loss of 7. Actually, make that 8. And you got to imagine they're going to punt just to get that ball away from their end. But that is going to probably not going to get that play run. Nope, they're going to maybe. They're going to hurry up here. Maybe. 7 seconds. They are punting. I think they'll let the clock run down. And they will. We head to the 4th quarter. Newman Catholic stamping their possession on the number 1 ranking in 8-player, 49-14. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, this is Jason Miller from US Cellular and Northside Computers. We're currently celebrating our 25th year of doing business here in Marshfield. All the money that has been spent here is spent at other establishments that we do business with. We employ local people. We've sponsored numerous North Youth Apprenticeship programs and sponsored sporting events and other things of that nature. Of all the places you could purchase a cell phone or a computer from, we want to thank you for doing business with us.
Little Sweet Caroline there between the quarters as we head to the 4th. Get that reposition there a little bit. There we go. Tripod moving just a little bit on us today. Snap. Back. Newman defending against any possible fake, and that punt just goes downfield. That's going to roll dead just inside the 30 at the 29. Newman Catholic able to run this one out. See if we see some new faces out there. Looks like, no, they're going to keep the main offense on the field, at least for a little bit. Croc getting the play from Coach Micklig. We'll hope to talk to him this afternoon, this afternoon, I should say, as we approach the 3 o'clock hour. We should see this quarter go pretty quickly. So 3 wide there on the far side. 1 back in the backfield. They're going to let this run down to try and run as much time as possible off. Hand goes up, and now they'll get the offense going. Snap. It's going to be a straight run up the middle by Croc. He will be tackled, and he is going to get 6. So Croc gets 6 on the run. That was just a straight quarterback draw.
Second and 4.
So 2nd and 4. Interesting. Maybe trying some new things out offensively. See if they can get anything different going. Give you an opportunity to maybe get some new things running for the offense. Because they're going to again go out the 3 wide there on the far side. That is Gustafson, James Bates, and I can't see the number. That's his fender. Snap. It's a give. Thomas Bates into the line, and he's going to only have a couple. That is Thomas Bates' 20th carry. After that initial explosion, they've done a good job stopping Bates. But clock keeps running as they're just going to try and get this one to zeros, put it in the win column as they enter into conference play. This, I believe, is a crossover game, so this should count. I believe this one counts for the 6 conference games every team needs as they try and structure this. They try the hard snap, not there. Croc into the line. He's going to fall forward, and he's going to reach, and he's going to have the first down. Needed 2, got 3.
Run by Cath to the 41 in the Newman Catholic. First down.
So Newman Catholic gets the first down. That's going to let them keep this clock running. I was going to run either way, but let them run 4 more plays. So 3 wide out to the far side. Bates is the back next to Croc. Snap. Croc, straight run off the far side. He's got blocking flags down, though. He's going to slide down. It's going to be a gain of 5, but I think this one is going to come back. Might have been a hold on that far side. Yep, they're already pointing back. That's going to be a hold. So it'll be 1st and 18. There was a couple yards downfield. I think Croc saw the flags come in and just slid down. No reason to risk injury. Get on the ground. They bring a little more beef in on the offensive line. Jackson Pender comes off. And 78. Damian Ledecky checking in. He's been that big kind of extra tight end when they've needed a little extra beef on that line. So Newman Catholic, they go to Port Edwards next. That is a 4 o'clock start on Friday night at Port Edwards. Wabeno Laona, we'll look up their schedule, see where they are next week. Snap. Toss comes over here to the near side. Good blocking. Bates is going to bring this one forward, and he'll be brought down short of the original line of scrimmage, but he's going to pick up about 5.
2nd and 14.
His 21st carry. As they bring Ledecky back off. Backup offensive lineman. Looking back, the Newman Catholic Cardinals have not lost. Well, I'm going to have to look at their records. But they have had a very good run here. 2 wide to the far side. Snap. Give. Into the line. Pushing forward. Bates will be back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll get 4. And that's going to set up a 3rd. Oh, give him 5, actually. That will set up a 3rd and 9. As we take a look for Wabeno Laona, they are going to go. Get this to load up here. So Wabeno Laona They go to Florence next Friday, 7 o'clock start. As they get into conference play, snap, give, into the line, Bates pulling forward. He's going to be just short. He is going to get 8.
Run by Bates to the Newman 49.
And now decision making with 5:14 remaining. Oh, give him 7 actually. 4th and 2. Looks like they're going to go try and go. They're going to go for it. As we see Damian Ledecky coming back in. Under 5. So we'll see. As I said, we'll get all Newman's home games this year as they are all on Saturdays. Only 3 home games for the Cardinals this year. As they try and hurry up and get to the line. And he gets his own guys fall for the hard count. So that's going to be a false start. So that's going to move it back 5 yards. 4th and 2 becomes 4th and 7. And now we'll see Matthew Hamilton come out to punt. Clock, other advantage of that, you run more clock. So 4:09 remaining. Look at that snap. Low snap, ball, kick is away, high end over end. That one's going to bounce. It's going to roll. It's going to continue to roll. That's going to be down at the 12. So Wabeno Laona will start from their own 12. It'll be probably about 3 minutes remaining. So they'll get a couple plays here to try and get one more score on the board. But Newman Catholic is going to go to 3-0 with an impressive win over the number 4 ranked team in the state in 8-player. Before Newman Catholic jumps into conference play. And probably their toughest game in conference play. They got a couple ones that might be tough. They will go, obviously, they go to Port Edwards and then home to Almond Bancroft. So we'll see how those play out. Those are probably up there with the tougher games they will have. Snap. Dropping back, now coming forward. Pass is incomplete. Nice little thought on the run. It was a nice pass, just a touch too low for Brady Shepard, and that will set up 2nd and 10. So wide outs, 2 wide here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Snap, dropping back. Pressure comes, squirts out of the initial pressure. Now he's going to go down. We'll technically see where they mark him. I think he's going to they will get him back to the line of scrimmage. So he will get 0 on that one. And that will set up, no, actually they mark him back 1, so loss of 1, 3rd and 11. Clock will tick under 2 minutes remaining. 2 wide to the far side, 1 to the near side. That wide out here to the near side is Adam Sieber. Brower next to Janice. Janice dropping back, looking to throw, trying to find something. The pass is completed. Looking to get past, they will get the first down. That is going to be a completion for 14, and we're going to get a timeout. I believe Wabeno Laona is going to take a timeout, stop the clock with 1:31 remaining. We are going to step aside. We'll be back in 30, 49-14. Last minute and a half coming up here.
I splooshed my phone in the road crater? Am I covered or no? Well, hey Carm, you're never gonna believe this. A sturgeon just hit my Chevy. Am I covered or no?
Interesting. And yes.
I had a couple 30 packs explode in my garage. Am I covered or no?
I've been there before, bud. It's a sad day.
Oh, aren't you 2-time Rose Bowl champ Bill Ferrario?
Yeah, you better call Marshfield Insurance and ask for Premium Boy. Whether you're hitting fish
or hitting football players,
the agents at Marshfield Insurance have the answers.
So the timeout, Wabeno Laona trying to set something up, I think, to try and get a few more points on the board, or at least get something moving offensively on what has been a tough day offensively for him. A couple big plays, the 65-yard touchdown run and the 9-yard touchdown run set up by the pass from Janish. He's had pretty much all the offense. Janish will take it himself, and he's going to go nowhere. And Wabeno Laona will take the timeout again. They have one remaining. We'll keep it here. So, yeah, we will have the next 2 Newman Catholic home games, these Saturday games. We will be here in 2 weeks. Newman Catholic will play Almond Bancroft here. That's a 1 o'clock start. You can stick around after that one. We'll have Phillips taking on Oakfield. That will be approximately 4 o'clock. So we'll have 2 football games that night here from Newman Catholic High School. And then a couple weeks after that, Boulder Gresham will come to town, week 8.
Rebels were at a 2nd down and 10.
So, and then we will look to possibly pick up the Newman Catholic Cardinals when we get to the playoffs, depending on other scores and other action that goes on. So 2 wide to either side, empty backfield for Janice. Only two rushing. Janice is going to tuck. He's going to try and run. He's going to cut back, and he's going to go down, but he's going to have the first down. And I think, yep, they take their final timeout. So we're going to step aside one more time here. 1:21 remaining. Rebels out of timeouts. We'll be back right after this.
Forward being a mutual, it's a great opportunity for customers that bank with us because it allows us to make decisions for the long term, for our community, for our customers, and for our employees. We're not driven for profit, as most companies are. So we can make decisions that are good for our communities, our employees, and our depositors, and that's very unique.
Welcome back. 1:21 remaining. It's actually 3rd and 1, so that's going to be a gain of 10. Snap. Dropping back, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Janice is going to go down. He is going to lose 7. Hardestay there again. He has been an absolute beast there on the line. If not for the offensive performances, he'd be our player of the game. 2 wide here to the near side, 1 to the far side. 4th and 7. Across the formation, snap. Janice dropping back. He's going to go for it all. He's got his guy through the hands, incomplete, and that will seal the fate. Newman Catholic will get the 49-14 win. Just got to take a knee here, I believe. Might have to take 1 knee. We'll see if they even need to do that. Nope, I think they're just going to let it tick down. And, yep, it'll tick down. Newman Catholic is going to get the win, 49-14. Stick around. We are going to chat with, we're going to catch up with Coach Micklig along with our player of the game. That is going to be Thomas Bates. And his, actually, you know what? Actually, we're going to make it Connor Kroc is going to be our player of the game. 5 touchdowns for him today, so we're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be back with those once we are able to get everybody available. Check, check. Check, check. Joined by our player of the game, Thomas Bates. Thomas, I had you for a little over 250 and a couple touchdowns. What was working for you guys, especially early with some of those long runs?
Yeah, I mean, we pounded the ball all game. I mean, that was our game plan coming into this. We knew it was going to be sloppy out here, especially this field gets really mucky, really slick. So my line did a great job, getting the blocks there, and yeah, we did a great job.
You look early. I was kind of almost joking about it. You had the 74-yard run, you had another 70-yard run, then obviously Croc gets another long run. You're really early. I mean, you guys ran 2, 4, 7 plays for 3 touchdowns. How much fun is it when you guys can get those going like that?
Oh, it's a blast, especially in the rain when it's a little slick out. But yeah, we got through the first level, and then we were off to the races. Laona and Wabeno did a great job. Their speed was awesome, so playing against them was a blast. But yeah, we did a great job.
And then obviously defensively, you guys were able to shut down a really good offense of Wabeno Laona. Just a couple big plays, getting them their 14 points. How much confidence does that give you going into the conference schedule that you guys were able to shut down this type of offense?
A lot of confidence going into the rest of the year, but we still got to keep our head down and working hard. A lot of good teams we still have to play. So we're going to enjoy this one and then get back to work on Monday.
Sounds good. Congrats to the win. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to head back upstairs and I'm going to get dry and let these guys get dry too, and we'll go through the final stats here in just a moment. All right, welcome back. We're going to go through the stats here real quick, starting with the Newman Catholic Cardinals. And the line, 259 yards rushing and 2 TDs for Thomas Bates. Connor Kroc, he gets 177 and 4 TDs rushing to go along with 55 yards passing and a touchdown. 5 total touchdowns for Connor Kroc. 53-yard touchdown pass to James Bates, and then the 2-yard little screen pass to Thomas Bates. Flip the stat sheet over for Wabeno Laona. Doing the math here real quick. Oh, forgot to write it down. $59 yards rushing and 2 TDs for Carter Janish. $9 yards rushing on 6 carries for Brower. Passing, exactly 100 yards passing and an interception for Janish. He had completions of, didn't catch who we got that. Oh, that was actually Shepard. Shepard actually with 3 catches for 96 yards, and then 4-yard catch from Adam Sieber. So that'll wrap things up for us here today, and Newman Catholic gets the win 49-14. We are back on the air Monday with volleyball from Colby. The Stratford Tigers take on the Colby Hornets. JV 5:45, varsity 7:15. Thursday, we are in Medford. Our first look at the Medford volleyball team, one of the few looks we get this year. They host Northland Pines. JV 5:30, varsity at 7. And then we are live on Thursday from Medford with football. The Medford Raiders will host the Ashland Dockers, and then the big one on Friday. The Colby Hornets head over to Edgar to take on the Wildcats. So make sure to tune in for all of those. Hopefully you